All right. Welcome. Hopefully everyone's day is going well. Should be live now. And it's time to do some dealing. One very important thing that I've learned, you do not want to have Rog's voice lines on while you do this. It's very important. He will drive you absolutely insane. And so Rog's voice lines are in fact off. The question then becomes, how do you craft with Rog? And hopefully today's stream is going to answer that. The first thing you want to do is look for a good base. A good base essentially means an item that people might want to wear, or that has interesting stats to explore. This is a really good example of something that has interesting stats to explore. Because if you raise the tier of any of these existing stats, it could be a very cool helmet. So this makes for a good demonstration. I do not want to reroll the prefixes. You know what, removing them, not the worst case here. Hybrid life is nice. The armor and evasion rating, not actually that great. So let's try again. Don't reroll the suffixes. I do want to hit upgrade as much as possible though. That's good. Reroll the prefix, upgrade again, reroll the prefix. Sadly, it didn't really work out. And that's the thing, you can't get too attached with any of the rod crafting. Sometimes items will work out, sometimes they will not. This is another interesting one, because it's not that good on its face. But if you could remove a couple of the lower tier or less interesting mods, or maybe just upgrade them, such as that life, it could be very interesting indeed. Now, the suffixes are already pretty good, so it's a little bit risky to do this. On the other hand, you can skip, which may mean you're forced to take the item as is or reroll the prefixes. I'm going to risk the skip here because I'm pretty sure 50% spell damage, all cold skills, is something that people will buy. See, this is the risk of hitting skip here as opposed to taking. So now I take the item. That's just going to go in a dump tab and we'll see if it finds a home. This I'm not going to really roll. Oh, one other thing with shields and weapons, you could also give it a weapon tree, because if it hits something like life on the weapon tree, that makes it much more sellable. Now this ring, unfortunately, it has one good suffix and a bunch of junk. Not going to do that. This quiver is interesting, though. I think this quiver is going to be the next thing to roll. Quivers are very much in demand right now, and this is not a terrible base. We've already got a T1 mod on it. Let's see if we can upgrade some of the other prefixes. Right now, the suffixes aren't very good. So I wouldn't mind completely removing or re-rolling suffixes. Ooh, double damage mods. That's not bad at all. Add a prefix modifier. Yes, I will add a prefix modifier. Apply an incubator. I will not re-roll, and I'll take. Regen is very nice to have for one, and for another, depends on what you mean by minion mod is wasted, because in theory, you could ignore the spell damage roll and also use this with Ice Golem build. It's true that you won't use the spell damage and the critical strike chance, but they're good enough that you're much more likely to roll something worse than that than something that's better, especially if you're not worried about a perfect item and something someone just buys for now. Well, this has a decent bit of damage, a decent bit of crit, a little dex. Probably not valuable. Maybe something you want to vol later. Either way, not straight vendor trash. Bows are very hot right now. Unfortunately, they can be a little bit difficult to roll. Ooh, fire damage over time multiplier. Strength and int isn't the worst, isn't the best. But these are suffixes I'm happy to keep. I do not want to interact with the suffixes, I want to interact with the prefixes. Cast speed of fire skills, not bad. Spell damage, I roll over that. I roll over that. Mind damage does not help. And I don't want to reroll. Remove all prefixes this late. Sure. And apply prefix mod. Didn't get anything good there. Definitely worth a vol still. This is an item level 85 helmet. which means it can roll spell suppress, but I don't think it's worth trying to roll on this base. The Imperial bow is not 86. You always roll 86 bows. Beyond that, depends on what mods they have. 82 plus is generally okay. However, I have enough rerolls that I'm comfortable with keeping or not keeping that item and just moving on. Lightning damage, reduced effective chill on you. Attack speed with claws. All right, 2 prefixes that could be usable. Fire and lightning. Global accuracy. Cool. Is that a great jewel? No, but people play lightning strike with claws. And those are all usable stats on a lightning strike jewel, so definitely worth keeping. One thing to always remember when it comes to ROG, you do not need a perfect item. In many cases, you don't even want a perfect item. All right, sure, in theory you want a perfect item, but you don't want to try to chase it. This could be usable. We've got life regen, we've got strength, we've got spell damage, we've got max life. Again, all things that are in the usable category. Admittedly, bad tiers, so we're going to have to reroll a bit. Do I care about the prefixes? No, I'm not married to the prefixes at all. Add another one. Do not add a third, though. Upgrade the tier of modifiers. Sure. Do that, yes. Do not reroll the suffixes. Upgrade the tier of 3 modifiers. You know what? That has a decent amount of armor and evasion now. I was really hoping to get a higher spell suppress. You unlock this crafting whenever you talk to Rog. When you say just a gamble, you probably mean Gwenin, where you do something like this and it just gambles the item. They're different vendors. Each of the different expedition members does something a little bit different. This guy sells you more expedition stuff. This guy sells you raw currency stuff. Just for example, this is the gambler and this is the crafter. I have several expedition guides focusing on how to run. As for what builds are good, that changes every league. Right now, Righteous Fire Jug is a great choice. And beyond that, there's plenty of other options. In general, you just have to think about what mods can a build not run. Let's see what else we get. I personally like evasion-based shields. There are a decent number of builds that want to use them. Dexterity is not a bad mod to have, since a lot of the builds are Omni. Suppress is, of course, great. We've already got Hybrid Life and 9% move speed. I mean, who doesn't like going fast? Prefixes, sure, I can reroll those. Add a suffix. All LE res, not great, but still potentially usable. Add a suffix again. Worse. At least it's T1, though. Sometimes even a terrible mod that's T1 can improve the item in terms of ROG crafting. Is this useful as is? Probably not. Although this is the sort of item that you throw it in a 9C dump tab and it sometimes sells. Oh, that's good. I want to upgrade as much as possible because T1 Chaos Res is a very good crafting base to start off of. Do I risk adding a prefix here? Ideally, I don't want a prefix, so you can craft minus mana cost on it. So, no. I will reroll. I'm not going to reroll the suffixes. Now I have to add a prefix. All right. The problem with, at that point, just keeping the item is it's not good enough as is. So ultimately, didn't pan out. I needed to upgrade that intelligence a bit more. Oh well. It was a worthy try. You know, I'm going to just throw that. I was going to get rid of it, but it has rarity on it. It has chaos res. You never know who might buy something. That's the weird thing about ROG. Some of the stuff that you think, oh, that's junk, nobody will ever use that, it sells. Quiver's generally quite good. Let's see if I get anything. I'm not married to these prefixes. Sure, let's reroll. Definitely made them worse there. Add a suffix, absolutely. Ooh, Proj Speed, not necessarily a direct damage mod, but pretty good nonetheless. Okay. Prefixes are better now. Reroll suffixes? Sure. Didn't improve. Come on. +1 Proj? Nope. Modifier value, modifier value, and upgrade. If anything, it's probably just corruption fodder, but it's got decent life, res, accuracy. This would be really good a few days earlier. I'm not sure if we're at a point in the league where someone will still use it. All right, this I'm going to grab just because it already has 25% move speed on it. So it's going to be really easy, at least potentially really easy, to get 30% move speed. Assuming, of course, that it gives me the option to upgrade. There we go. Now, unfortunately, as doing this, I did fill the prefixes. You can craft eldritch suffixes, so that part isn't too bad. All I'd need to do is annul on the 50% chance to get 30% move speed hybrid life, ultimately craft life and fix the suffixes. We're going to test that right now. See if this becomes usable. And it's dead. That will happen quite a bit with ROG, especially if you craft ROG the way I do, which is to say risky. There's a lot of safe money that you potentially could take making a really mediocre item. I would rather risk it and make my item much better and potentially destroy that item. All right. Got pen on that. This I'm going to put in a higher dump tab. And then these I'm also going to put in a higher dump tab because I think they're a little bit more valuable. Just going to space that out. Got to practice my Tetris. Back to the dealing. If I could get rid of a stun duration on enemies here, the prefixes are genuinely quite nice, especially with the popularity of bows. Add a suffix modifier. No, stop trying to reroll prefixes. Yes, reroll suffixes. Flask effect duration, okay. The stun block is being very stubborn, unfortunately. I don't think that ultimately panned out, though, again, I've sold worse stuff for a couple chaos. And the lower your threshold of what you're willing to sell, the more items that you can grab like that and just attempt stuff on. Dot multi is good. Everything else is awful. Don't think that's worth investing in. Strength, cold res, lightning. Close. Let's try this ring. Got intelligence and fire res. Gonna keep the prefixes. Add a prefix. Upgrade level. Upgrade level. Okay, remove. I don't want to add a prefix at this point. That's unfortunate. So I either have to reroll the prefixes or... Yeah, I'm going to reroll prefixes. That made it better. I'm not going to reroll the suffixes. How to get a ring like Snap put in his POB for Mana Guardian? 36% max... Wait, 36% max mana on a ring? That sounds like a legacy item, unless I'm remembering incorrectly. Because I'm pretty sure the only way you got that was Lake of Calandra. Or did you mean that's 2 rings? Because I know you can get increased max mana. I'm pretty sure it's a Delve mod? Drop only? It's either Delve or Template. I'm pretty sure it's Delve. Then you'd have to double it via the Lake of Calandra to get 36. Should be, I'd like to say 15 to 20%. Hey, the Gamba is going pretty good. And it is Infernal Cry on my right click. which causes enemies to take increased fire damage and explode. What else is Rog offering me right now? Poison duration, poison on hit. Not bad. Damage of axes, not good. Bleed duration on you. I don't think most poison builds care about being bled too much. At least not in terms of bleed duration. So I'm just going to skip that. Let's roll again. Convoking Wand. Actually kind of tempted to roll some of those, but not that one. Ground Shield, not with those mods. The more mods something has, the easier or more difficult it is to work off of. Easier in terms of rerolls, more difficult in terms of adding something specific. Well, let's just do this as a demonstration, actually. So you really want to hit rerolls if you're doing anything with a base like this. And you know, that improved it massively. All Ellie res, cold res, max cold. If I was max fire, I'd keep, but max cold isn't as good. Ellie res, strength, accuracy. I'd really like, oh, I made it much worse. That was greedy. Sure. Skip, upgrade. Good prefixes, junk suffixes, junk item. Probably will not sell. Moving on. Item level 86 Ezmite Burgeonet. There's a decent number of builds that would use this. Open prefix, so I could craft life as is. Add a random... Oh. Nice. All right, this has become much more valuable as a base. So I don't care too much about mods. I will still probably YOLO it. But that's much more valuable now as a base. Because item level 86, Hunter Influenced Ezmite Burgeonet, this early is not going to be very common. I really needed reroll suffixes to turn it into anything potentially usable. Item level 85 Imperial, item level 84 Thicket. I'll try on the Thicket. With a popularity of Toxic Rain, it's entirely possible to get +1/+2 bows here. Or I'll just get it, 6 socket, 6 linked. We'll see. That could be a possibility too. Add a prefix modifier. I mean, it's Fizz and Ellie damage, but it didn't ultimately end up very good, though it's absolutely worth holding on to this, putting it in the Crucible and seeing what a tree is. Thicket bows can have some really nice trees. And I'm going to do something very similar with this bow. In general, you want something with existing mods on it, just because it's a little bit easier to work with existing mods. Dot multi. All right, so the prefixes and suffixes do not in any way match. I either want to completely reroll one or completely... They just don't match at all, actually. Let's try again. Nope. Are the prefixes good enough? If you annul the mana, potentially, but only if you hit God tier suffixes. I did not hit God tier suffixes. Sorcerer Boots. Item level 83. If those were 86, that would be really nice. Even 83 can be usable, but it's a lot harder to craft an 83 than an 86. Though, it does have T1 max life, so if I focus on suffixes, I could absolutely make something here. I don't want to reroll the prefixes. Upgrading mods is fine. Reroll the suffixes, yes. Intelligence lightning res, set for quality, sure. The goal is to just craft life here. And that's a pretty good weapon. Or did I just say weapon? I meant a pretty good pair of boots. Don't mind me. And move speed onslaught. That's whatever. That's a base. This you can put minus mana cost on. This I'm just going to throw as is, because I don't think it's going to sell. Hey, welcome. Those are good enough that it can actually go in the other tab. Eventually these tabs are going to get full, and I'm just going to fill the higher ones, but that's okay. I wonder if in PoE 2 there will be any more martial arts based builds that use your feet instead of your hands. Because we already have the monk archetype, punch unarmed. What about kicking? This is honestly surprisingly good as is. The suffixes need work. The prefixes are totally fine. Okay, much better. Do not reroll prefixes. Yes, upgrade a modifier, and it's either going to be the cold res or junk. No, I don't want to reroll. Okay. Yeah, that is a little bit of resistance and a little bit of life. I think the absolute ideal there would have been an annul on the hybrid armor stun block. But I can't really complain about gloves that give 120% resistance and 108 to max life. That is definitely something someone will buy and use. You must be a Templar enjoyer. Hey, how's it going, Jason? I am doing a little bit of rogging. All right, hybrid armor, yes. I haven't rolled these much. I'm going to try one, though. I don't think that's good enough. Those mods are terrible. Spell block's good. Yes, remove. Add a prefix back. Better. Do I want to reroll suffixes? Not really. If anything, I just want to take this as is. If I could get rid of a mana, that would be ideal. But I can't. Huh. I don't know if anyone uses that. I guess it probably depends on what the tree is. This reminds me, I need to put this in the... Nah, I'm just going to vendor it. It's a 6-socket. I have enough stuff to unveil or untree or whatever you want to call it. Suppress evasion 84. We'll pass on that. 85 is the breakpoint. That, if it didn't have... Wait, is this hybrid? That is hybrid. Okay, that's usable then. Quality to 20%, add a suffix, add an influence. Okay, Shaper Boots. Maybe this is fodder that someone can use. All I care about at this point is rerolling mods as much as possible to get any influenced modifier. I did not get a good one. Ooh. Oh, now that's really good. The prefixes are bad, but the suffixes are perfect. And it's really easy to fix prefixes with Eldritch Currency. Oh, or it just fixes the prefixes itself. I mean, you throw life on that, maybe slam it if you're feeling cute. It's a pretty darn good pair of boots. Do I have an Exalt? I think I have an Exalt. I do not have an Exalt. Maybe because I slammed too many items. These just go in the low tier fodder. This, I have no idea what to price, so I'll just put it here. That goes here. This, I'm going to put life on it so I don't forget. Those are still really good. Also, in terms of ROG, pretty sure that's how I made this ring. Let's go. Let's deal for some more items. Life is good. Fizz to attacks is okay. Mana is bad, but could easily be removed. Suffixes are generally bad. Oh, the life is right. Add a suffix. No, don't reroll prefixes. Add random Stop trying to reroll prefixes. Yes, reroll suffixes. Better. Incubator, sure, I don't care. No. Take. Might it sell for 10, 15C? Maybe. Fire res, chaos res, strength. Almost. If the tiers were slightly higher, I'd definitely play around with that. see, we've got an item level 84. Definitely going to roll with Broadhead Arrow Quiver. Sniper Bow, that's not Spine. Gosh darn spineless bows. Attributes, Stave, Cast Speed. I mean, I guess it's just a jewel. Messing around with jewels is fine. Reduced Ignite Duration, Fire Res, Fire Dot Multi, Fire and Cold. See? Messing around with jewels is fine. Increased crit chance with fire skills. I'll just corrupt that later. I ran a few logbooks. You get a lot of currency if you run logbooks. Remove modifiers. I don't want to remove. The reason I don't want to remove here is then I would only be able to reroll the one existing mod. Kind of like what just happened with a prefix. Ooh, fill all empty mod slots. Sure. Reroll suffixes. Oh, I'm going to keep Chaos Res. Apply an incubator. Upgrade a mod to its... Ideally, it wouldn't have the cold damage to attacks, but that is still a damn solid quiver for someone looking for an entry-level item. And I know some of these prices might not be entry-level appropriate. What I'm going to do as my tabs fill up is just lower prices and do all that. This I wanted to vol. Okay, it became bad. Jeweled foil. Jeweled foils can be excellent. A jewel. Let's just reroll it. I just ran logs or rogs. The reason I ran Virags is I was specifically preparing for this stream, and I didn't want to buy a bunch of logbooks that I wasn't going to run yet. I didn't get them as a drop. I purchased them. Double mana. Okay. No, stop trying to remove prefixes. God damn it. This is probably going to be a bricked item now. Yes. Okay, go away. Bad jewel. It bricked itself. That's okay, though. Reduced flask charges used. That's good. And is a suffix. Fire res is good. Life is okay. Sure, let's see. Pathfinders. Any Pathfinders in the chat? I guess the life is at best worse than crafted, so let's... There we go. Add a suffix modifier? Hell yes. Any Pathfinders in the chat? I don't have an exalt. Oh well, good enough. The reason I'm putting some of this up as I keep rolling is to see if any sales trickle in. Attack speed with claws is pretty good. Wait, wasn't this a ring I just crafted? I'm pretty sure this is a... Yeah, this is definitely a ring I just crafted with Rog. There you go. Already sold a Rog item. Reroll suffixes. Add a suffix. No, don't remove. Reroll. Cast an attack speed and lightning res and fire. Okay. I'm going to skip here because poison builds don't mind attack speed. You know what? It's 4 mods that could be relevant. Not the best, but absolutely usable. As for the rest, sure, let's try this. Do not remove. Yes, remove. Add a prefix. That's not great. Fill empty mods. Oh, God. Yeah, okay. I'm just throwing this project away. It started bad and got worse. Ooh, item level 85. Item level 85 evasion bases are always very nice. Add a prefix mod. Yes. Reroll suffixes. Give me suppress. I hit suppress. I'm just going to call it good here. I think we're still early enough in the league that someone buys this. T1 life, crafted move speed, Some res, some suppress. Ideally, if I was crafting later in the league, I would try to get rid of a stun block. I would try to get rid of a prefixes. I would take the gamble on a 1 in 3 Eldritch Null later. But right now, Eldritch Nulls are relatively expensive, and people are still using items of this caliber. Couple of rings. Oh, that's honestly really good as is. All right. No, I'm not removing suffixes. Yes, add a prefix. Reroll prefixes. No. Reroll prefixes. That improved it. Add a random quality type, sure. I'm not going to fill all modifier slots. Upgrade the... Damn it, I was hoping to upgrade the dex. If it upgraded the dex, that'd be even better. Not that rarity is an amazing stat, but it's not a completely dead stat either, and omni builds exist. Everyone kind of likes getting better loot. I also hit the attribute mod stuff. So that's usable, and this is usable. Early League, your goal with ROG is usability. Also, while it's probably technically not correct, I'm doing this. Damn it. I was hoping to hit Corrupted Blood. That should go in here. This should go in, like, here. This I have no idea where it goes. Anywhere, I guess. Yeah, anywhere. See. What else is there? One bad suffix, two pretty okay suffixes. Let's go. All right, we made it better. Add a prefix modifier. Made it much better. That's now sellable. Ideally, I get rid of that lightning damage, though. Oh, mana reservation efficiency. Even though the other prefix is bad, if I can roll any relevant suffixes, that's fine. Remove all. Add a suffix. Ignite duration, chance to ignite. Add a suffix. Attack and cast speed. Reroll. Crit strike chance with elemental, strength and int. Hey, it's going pretty well. Let's reroll again. Rarity, burning damage. I mean, burning damage, reservation efficiency. Again, rarity is a non-offensive stat, but a stat that people do still kind of like. Oh, it's physical damage. I was like, 102% spell damage? But no. And welcome in, everyone. Hopefully you are enjoying the ROG crafting. Ivory bow is not a spine bow. Item level 86 bow. All I need to hit here is suffix rerolls and get plus arrow. Well, okay, that's not all I need to hit, but it would really help. Reroll the suffixes. Reroll the suffixes. Did not hit plus arrows at all. Because if you hit plus 2 arrows on pretty much any base, there's a decent chance that people will buy it to try to fracture it. So you can make a decent bit of money. Because remember, the amount of investment I have in this item is effectively nothing. So even if I sold it for a little bit for someone trying to fracture it, it would be profitable. Now let's see if we can get more reservation efficiency. Nope. Careful planning. Doubt anyone's buying those for much, but you know what? It goes in the tab. Is some of the other hand worth a bit more? Going to do the -7. Put it probably at the 40C price range, though it'll probably sell for 24 instead. Level of all cold spell skill gems. Okay. I can work with that. Oh, that's so unfortunate. But if it has 1,100 DPS, I'm sure it's still pretty valuable. Nope, don't remove prefixes. Upgrade, yes. I was going to say, all I need to do is upgrade that spell damage. So now I've got T1 spell damage, cold to spells, All right, the freeze chance and accuracy rating, straight trash for mana, probably not useful. But I could maybe? No. Nope, it really didn't want to interact with the suffixes, unfortunately. Something like cast speed, spell crit would have helped this item immensely. Unset rings are very commonly used. A lot of minion builds rely on them, and even beyond minion builds, they're pretty darn common. So I'm going to try rolling one. Reroll with suffixes entirely, yes. Reroll prefixes. Add a prefix. Crafting on 2 prefixes is ideal here. Chaos Res, good. Life regen, okay. Mana regen, meh. Because if you want life regen, you probably don't care that much about mana regen. Fill all empty modifiers, no. I'm just going to take and craft life and see if it sells. It probably won't, but it's worth the alks to try. Remove a single mod, that puts me at 3, good. Upgrade the level, sure, whatever. Reroll suffixes. Strength, Dex, Rarity. Upgrade, upgrade. Do not add a prefix. No, do not add a prefix. Because worst case, I could do suffixes can't be changed on this item. I don't think it's worth it. I think I'm going to just craft life and whatever happens, happens. But if you wanted to go all in, you'd definitely go suffixes can't be changed, Veiled Chaos there. Anything else interesting? Looking for 84, 85 bases, things with unusual mods. Stuff that people will wear. Like this. If I hit suppress here, someone will definitely wear it. Cool. Don't reroll the suffixes. Yes, reroll prefix. Yes, reroll prefix. Add a prefix. Upgrade. Awesome. No, don't add a prefix. Adding a prefix ruins this item at this point. Okay. Yeah. We just keep that. Craft, move speed, onslaught. It's not quite as good as hitting 30% move speed or something, but it is still plenty usable. Oh. Good prefixes? In fact, perfect prefixes. Generally awful suffixes. Better. Do I add a prefix here? Yes, because otherwise I just take the item, and the life on enemy kill is not good. Armor, all right. Sure, sockets, links. Incubator, do not reroll prefixes. No removal of the last bad suffix. Still, it fixes dex. It has a ton of armor on it. Good life. You could always risk an Eldritch Null to get rid of the bad suffix. Or just completely redo the suffixes in general, depending on prices. Bone Shatter's unfortunately a little bit tough to ROG right now because you really need a good weapon tree for the attack speed. That said, you can always try to make a good axe with ROG for sure. And if you get a good tree, it should have a solid amount of fizz damage to start with. All right, this is only item level 84, but it already has suppress on it, which is good, because that means all I have to do is play with the prefixes. Oh, even better. Add a suffix modifier, yes. No, don't reroll the suffixes, set for quality. Add a prefix modifier 5 times. Reroll the prefixes. So, remember how I said someone would buy this ring? As I said, someone would buy this ring. I suppose with a life and mana, it looks more impressive than it technically is, but that's okay. Maybe I should have sold it for 70C. It's fine. It sold, and ultimately, items that move quickly are better than something that sells for a little bit more, but doesn't move at all. As for this is really bad, but I'm going to chuck it into the tab just in case. Probably didn't become sellable, though. It's really hard to get a good tree on an axe, so it's better to get a tree and then roll the item later, using things like essences and veiled chaos. Yeah, I don't mind if it's a bit cheap, though. Like I said, you could probably sell it for a little more, but the faster something sells, the better. Okay, add a prefix, sure. No point in skipping there. Don't remove prefixes. Probably not very good. That's fine. Reroll suffixes, yes, absolutely. There's no redeeming qualities in those suffixes. Add a prefix modifier. Remove the lowest suffix. Skip adding a prefix modifier because I need something for move speed. Add a suffix. Upgrade, and it'll hit either the life or the cold res. It's a waste on the cold res. It hit the life. Good. Still decent res. Okay, this one wasn't a Rog craft. No particular reason. The only real reason is 9 chaos is the lowest amount I'm willing to leave a map for. And then I just kind of step it up by roughly 10 to 30 chaos. But honestly, it's not like I can say, oh, scientifically, people are 80% more likely to buy, etc. Nah, it's just, it kind of works. I've been doing it for a very long time, and so I've never changed it. The only intentional this definitely works thing is pricing things 1 chaos less than even numbers. Because that way mine shows up first when someone prices theirs for 25C, for example. Ooh, T2 spell suppress. If we can fix the prefixes up a little bit. No, don't reroll the suffixes. Sure, add a prefix modifier. Upgrade, upgrade, upgrade. Sure, remove all prefixes, add a prefix. Didn't really fix them up. Kind of still usable, though. Oh, very nice. Yeah, that is a sick Mana Guardian ring for sure. Kind of just a sick ring in general for any mana build. I bet a lot of Hierophants would be a little bit jealous. All right, rings. It's easy enough to craft life, so the goal is good suffixes. Remove prefixes is fine. No, I don't want to remove the suffixes. Add a prefix modifier. Add a prefix modifier. Good. Don't add another one. Suffixes did not really help there. They were very disappointing. Reroll suffixes. Yes, absolutely. Strength is good. All Elirez is okay. Cool. Not bad. Reroll prefixes. Sure. Don't add another one. Do I reroll suffixes here? This doesn't have much res. Sure. I definitely improved that. Especially because Omni builds often lack chaos res. Elemental damage modifiers doesn't really help. Non-channeling. Just hitting rings with non-channeling. Surprisingly effective. And again, I'm just gonna toss it here. If you've been around since the beginning of a stream, if you're wondering why I'm so cavalier about, oh, maybe I lost a little bit of money here or there, if you keep rolling these, you will make so much more money that you don't care about the little you lose. All you care about is how much you gain over time. Suffixes are good now. Reroll prefixes. Suffixes are still good. Stop trying to reroll suffixes. Okay, whatever, I'm just going to vol it. Reduced effective curses, good. Is that a suffix? Yes, good. So interact with prefixes. Crit strike, multi while dual wielding. Damage with claws. Okay. Doesn't have life on it. I'm perfectly fine with it not having life on it. And then this one gets volled. I don't think it's good enough, but whatever. It's just going to go in a tab. What are the nodes for Spectral Shield Throw? I don't actually know if there's any sort of special either Crucible node or, well, actually not or anything, but is there a special Crucible node for Spectral Shield Throw? And if so, what does it do? Because my answer depends on that. Normally, Spectral Shield Throw for, I'm guessing your non-crit, wants a very high armor-based shield. Crucible trees change things a little bit, though. Ooh, 86 gloves. Needs a lot of work, but let's try it. I think it's better to reroll the suffixes than try to upgrade them. Add a suffix modifier. Sure, reroll the prefixes. Try to get better life. Didn't help. Upgrade. Suffixes are looking kind of good, actually. Prefixes are trash. This is something that you hold on to and potentially Eldritch Craft if the currencies are cheap enough. Because T1 accuracy and dex is actually quite valuable. Your arrow keys swap tabs. That's 84, unfortunately. That's 83. This is the worst quiver. Strength, dex, damaging ailments. Sure. All right. Attack speed, mana reservation. Add a suffix, bleed duration. Skip. Reroll suffix, yes. Double res. Okay. That's a very generic item. Lightning conversion and ES scaling. All right. In that case, you just want a strength shield or armor shield. Cold dot multi. Nice. The rest of the item is too bad for me to risk it, though. Life on block, LE res, fire res. Pretty close. 83, don't care. 85, but wrong base type. If that was 86... I am really glad that I'm pricing these things. Because a lot of these ROG items, I'm making it, and then you get to see it sell live. Which I think is really nice. So far, not super high value. But I've also not spent very much on Virag. The absolute most I spent on Virag, 2 Divines. It was probably less, though. Okay, Strength, max mana. Sounds like you are well trained. That's unfortunate. No worries. Maybe life. Lots of damage. This ring is just a disaster. This is where I'm going to hit skip and, okay, I'll reroll prefixes. Does that fix it? No. That ring, complete disaster. You'll win some, you'll lose some. Let's see if this one's better. Reroll suffixes, all LE res, cold res, mana regen. I think a lot of people are playing mana builds. Oh, look. Very similar to the ring that I just sold. Worse, but similar enough that I feel comfortable putting life on it. 45, good enough. And putting it in the 39C tab. Reroll. Getting there. 84, but it has socketed bow gems. Sure. Let's see. No, don't remove prefixes. Reroll suffixes. I want attack speed. PoEDB has a list. Add a prefix modifier. B, socketed gems. Lightning damage. Okay. Mana Forged arrows shouldn't really encourage someone to play a mana build, I don't think. I hope not. Okay. I don't really want to reroll suffixes here. I think I just want to take the item, and if it's good enough with crafted fire res to sell for something, cool. But it's probably not. That's 84, which is unfortunate. I saw the 119 and I was like, that's a lot of life, but no, that's armor. That's not actually impressive at all. +1. Oh, see, this would be an amazing item if it was item level 86, because you'd have very high odds. You'd want to get as few affixes on the item as possible to hopefully hit upgrade on the minion skill gems. Sadly, that is not the case. Oh, but this is genuinely an amazing base. So let's try upgrade. Did not hit what I wanted. Reroll suffixes. Good. Upgrade. No, do. Oh, god damn it. I didn't mean to click that. Thank you, Rog. Thank you for saving my misclick. I meant to skip on adding. But that's okay. +2 to level of socketed gems. You stick an ore in that. It's real juicy. Remove all suffixes. No. Quality. Sure. Add a prefix. Skip. Reroll suffixes. Yes. Add a prefix. No. Upgrade level. Sure. The suffixes suck, and the prefixes suck. Could we reroll them? No? Okay. That one's just irredeemable. I need to start putting the for later stuff in a special tab so that I don't clog my inventory and also don't forget. This definitely not going to be good, but it's a relatively low dex requirement, and I have absolutely no idea if someone will buy it or not. The ring someone will definitely buy. If a ring hit +3, it would be quite valuable. Suppress, but 84, so it can't get much better. 84, so it can't get much better. Some amulets. Suppress, 85. Hybrid base, which makes it harder to work with. Let's try it, though. Add a suffix modifier. Sure, reroll prefixes. Ideally, don't add a prefix. Cool. Stop trying to add a prefix, please. Yes, I'm level 94. Okay. Not actually terrible. The life regeneration, int, and suppress are all things that I could see a build wanting together. Fire dot multi with chance to freeze. Damage of claws, not very helpful. I'm just trying for any sort of generically good prefix here. Didn't hit it. Burning damage, minions, okay. Damage over time, crit strike multi. Not necessarily very helpful. Spell damage, mana regen, max life, global fizz damage. Kind of want to hit the suffixes again. You know, that's a really solid jewel. Probably a combo that's fairly rare. Really solid nonetheless. That goes in the Divine tab. And this goes in the YOLO tab. Eventually I'm going to run out of Alks, which is going to be unfortunate, because then I'm going to have to buy more. Let's take a very quick detour here. Just to get a few orbs of alchemy. So as you can tell, these mediocre jewelry sell like hotcakes, especially early league. Later on, when people have good stuff, they'll care more. But right now, if you have a vaguely useful ring, absolutely worth it. I can't really answer that, Dave. I don't keep track of how much I get from one thing or another, especially when, as you can see, a lot of the sales that come in from ROG are in chaos. Some amount, but I couldn't tell you exactly how much. I can tell you roughly since the start of a stream how much, because I was almost out of chaos at the start of a stream. And I can check how much chaos I have. I guess I should do that before interacting much more with Tujin. So just since the start of a stream, roughly 1 divine in sales from ROG. But in terms of a 10 divines in my stash, I don't track that stuff enough. You should use your Tujin rerolls. Absolutely always use Tujin rerolls. Could I have some more alchemies, please? There's some alks. Don't worry, I'll get back to the rogging in... Oh, I'm basically out of Tujin rerolls. Or not rerolls, but Tujin currency. Back to the rogging. Maybe back to the roggening? Is that good enough? I guess I might as well try it, but probably not. It's probably not going to be worth very much. Reroll didn't really help it, didn't really hurt it. Sure. Reroll. That made it worse. Every roll is making it worse here. Skip and throw it out. Oh no, that sounds really, really awkward. So it's got T2 already, which is as high as it gets. Can I remove some other mods and build around this? All right, that's good. Add a prefix modifier, sure. No, don't fill. You know what, just take it. Maybe someone uses that to cap or suppress. Probably not. You never know, though. Remove 2 junk modifiers, sure. No, don't remove again. Add a suffix. Reroll, add a prefix. Reroll, do not add another one. Incubator, upgrade level of 3. Does that even help? I don't know. Again, that's kind of it's probably junk, but I've seen people buy worse junk. That's generally my attitude when it comes to ROG crafting. No matter how bad, well, not quite no matter how bad an item looks, but in many cases, even if an item looks pretty darn bad, I just remember that people have bought worse from me, sometimes for horrifying amounts of money. Ooh, level of all lightning skill gems. And an open prefix. The goal here is to keep an open prefix and get suffixes somewhere usable. Ooh, okay. So this gives you a ton of strength and int with level of all lightning skill gems. Random anointment, absolutely. Inexorable, okay. Do not add a prefix. Upgrade a mod. Keep. You throw life on that? Yeah, it's a pretty okay amulet. If only you could use Omni amulets. If only. Quiver. Quivers are always a fun time. Reroll. Add a prefix. I tend to be pretty YOLO with quivers, where my goal is to just get as many mods on the item as possible, and then spin them all around and hopefully win. I kind of like the prefixes. Remove suffixes. Not ideal, but redeemed? Maybe. I think I just vol that. Suppress gloves? Maybe. Upgrade to single highest tier. It picked the worst thing on the item. Upgrade mods. Upgrade again. It will either pick the fire res, which is really bad. This item hates me. This item hates me. Okay. That ended up going nowhere. It had many opportunities to go somewhere, though. Upgrade, sure. Do not remove that. Fill slots. Given that I had to choose the previous, yes. Oh, perfect. Add a prefix modifier, yes. Don't add another one. Do I even care about... Nah, I just craft life on that. Throw it in a dump tab. All cold. Potentially usable. I just need to get it some damage mods somewhere. Oh wait, it has an open prefix. Nah, it's just bricked. I needed to reroll the suffixes into something. Crafted will not be good enough today. Crafted would have been good enough like a week ago. Or not a week ago. Before the weekend is what I meant. Life and then just that as is, and this gets volled. This, I'm going to guess 100C with life on it. A little hard to tell on the double attributes, because you're really selling to someone who is missing those attributes rather than to the broader market. 5-1 bow, but it's 85. I'd really prefer an 86. Rings are always a good time. You know what? Skip, add a suffix. Reroll prefixes, sure. Remove 2, yes. Don't add a prefix here. But this is all it has going for it. Okay. Add a suffix. That did not go well. I guess you can't win them all. It almost did with a mana regen. Suffix, suffix, prefix, prefix. Quality, do not add a prefix. Okay, fine. Fill empty. Prefixes are okay. Upgrade mods. Try to get better suffixes. Did not get better suffixes. But it has T1 life. That is almost definitely in the category of won't sell. No, wait. This is item level 86 Hubris Circlet. We reroll this. Okay. In this case, we do want to fill the prefixes. Reroll prefixes. Not bad. Reroll suffixes. Int is good. Reroll prefixes. 282 ES with pretty decent intelligence, and accuracy does help an int stacker. I don't know that any int stacker is going to buy a helmet this mid-tier, but it is still early league. Maybe someone's desperate to play Hawa. Mind damage, global fizz, reduced mana cost of skills. Skip. Reduced mana cost is fine to get rid of. Recoup. Reroll suffixes. Cast speed, int. That doesn't help. No, stop trying to reroll prefixes. Whatever. A Pierce Quiver. Damage over time, global fizz, cast speed. Sure. Reroll suffixes, damage over time multiplier, reduced effective shock. Oh, thank you. I guess I've just spent so much time doing this that crafting like this is very normal to me. I wish that wasn't reduced effect. Do I reroll that? I think I keep it for now. This is not going that well. Reroll prefixes, sure. Keep that. People are playing totem meme builds. Sure. Whether or not the Explodey Totem Life meme builds are actually good, I have no idea, but people are playing them. I don't want to remove here. Add a prefix, sure. Add a prefix, sure. Upgrade mods. Upgrade mods. Don't reroll suffixes. Stop trying to reroll suffixes. I was hoping to fix the life. But, 80 life, 31 avoid, T1, T1 res. Could be usable. That's 84, not worth investing in. That's 83, not worth investing in. Quiver. YOLO of a quiver. Add a prefix modifier, upgrade level. Upgrade level. Prefixes are real juicy now. Suffixes, real mediocre. That's okay. That's why we vol it, because if it hits +1 arrow, I believe it can still hit +1. It didn't. Cool. That goes there. What kind of ground degens? Also, I would generally suggest not combining Eldritch Battery with Mind Over Matter. Oh, well, that got better. Not by much, but it got better. For example, if you're worrying about fire degens, the way to deal with it is Soul of Aberrath. Just be immune. For cold degens, there's not that much you can do. Kind of sucks. Max cold res helps, but it's very hard to get that unless you're using Aegis, and if you're using Aegis, you really shouldn't be Eldritch Battery plus Mind Over Matter. Out of space in that tab, at least. It's fine, though. Let's see. Apply quality, sure. Add a suffix modifier, absolutely. No real harm in removing. Add a suffix modifier, reroll suffixes, reroll prefixes. Don't care about that. Upgrade. That's junk all the way around. I don't think mana builds are quite popular enough that these are worth anything. Cerulean, maybe, though. Ooh. 85 with good suffixes. The mana ring isn't quite good enough. It would need to have, like, T1 mana or a good mana prefix before it'd be worth rolling. Oh. I should have up... Why did I click skip? I just wasn't paying attention. Even on Poison SRS, that's being done to fix mana issues that the build has, not because it's a good idea defensively. Defensively, you are much squishier as a result of using that setup. All right, chaos.multi, good suffix. Prefixes are whatever. I just do anything to the prefixes. Let's see. Life? Okay. Well, someone's playing Toxic Rain. They're going to use that. Fizz.multi. Attack speed while holding a shield. Minion damage. That doesn't quite work. I really don't want to remove. Add a suffix. Proj speed. Okay, bleed bow uses proj speed. Damage for wands. Cast speed. No. Energy shield. No. Spell damage. No. Let's try again. Minion life. No. That is potentially saved by a vol. Yes, it is. It's just that once you add in Aegis there, that's a very significant amount of your defense, which is being completely wasted because you're using EB. Reroll prefixes, sure. Oh, there's the mana from the mana ring. If I could get rid of the life gain on hit from that, maybe. I'm not sure that made it better. It definitely didn't. Never mind. That's a very, very, very mediocre ring that some mana build might actually appreciate. Did it get better? Mind throwing speed, damage over time. I mean, maybe if Poison Seismic was still played, but it's not really. Oh, this needs life on it first. Wait, no, that doesn't go there. 70C, 100C, I don't know. Probably does go there, but I'm going to put it in 100C for now. Almost. I'm really just looking for items here that catch my eye. And this is an example of one that does. It's not going to be a perfect Omni helmet, but it could be a very decent Omni helmet. If all of them get full, yes, I'm going to delete the lowest price tab. Exactly. Set quality, add a prefix modifier, add a suffix modifier. I'm sorry, but did... Huh. Well, that's really neat. Okay, that is a surprisingly good budget Omni helmet. Rock just makes some really cool stuff. If this was on... You know what? Let's YOLO this. Add a prefix modifier. Random quality. Reroll prefixes. Yes. Come on. Get rid of a stun block for me. Nope. Okay. So here's what you do with this. I think I made it better, but it's still unusable garbage. What you do here, socketed AoE gems. Put it up for... Honestly, I'm going to try the one divine tab. It's probably worth a little bit less than that, but might as well try because we're still quite early. Damage over time multi. That pairs really well with certain other things. Not lightning damage, though. Global Fizz, maybe, but... Cold damage, damage over time. For jewels, I'm kind of a big fan of, once you get one or two mods, just volleying it. 85 base. Decent hybrid base. All right. Skip. My Atlas does not matter at all in terms of this. Well, there we go. Sometimes, if you have a good enough base, you can just throw stuff at a wall and see what sticks. Going to need to slam a suffix, though. I got most of a currency by purchasing logbooks. They were about 20C each. Minion ring. Minions are popular. I do not want to reroll the prefixes. Upgrade. I don't want to reroll the suffixes either. I want to add a suffix. Like that. And then upgrade. And then not fill empty modifier slots. And honestly, just craft here. Hey, welcome. In terms of how much does it cost to buy stash tabs, I suggest looking for when they're on sale. They typically go on sale sometime within the first month of a league. For about $40 in stash tabs, you can get everything that you need. And when do you need to buy them? I would say once you get into the end game, so yellow to red maps. I forget where it is, Hawkblade, but it's definitely there somewhere. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. All right, let's see if I can save this. I probably can't. Reroll suffixes again. Oh no, this strat doesn't fall off at all. There's plenty of good things. You just have to approach the crafting differently as you get later into the league. But even late league ROG, insanely profitable. Ooh, ID6. See, this is something that a late league craft could easily be. Add a suffix modifier. Sure, add a prefix modifier. Remove a bad mod. Fill all empty. I'm going kind of full YOLO here. I was really hoping to get better move speed or something. Those are some good suffixes, though. So I'm going to put that aside. Ooh. Tyrannical bow. Crit strike is good. Crit strike multi is good. Stun duration, but cool. Accuracy is okay. Oh, I should have just taken that. But yeah, tyrannical, you can craft some flat on that. It's not a perfect base. I think it's still usable, though. I need a suffix on this. What are good suffixes? As for the state of poison with perfect agony, not very good right now. Put those there. Prophecy Wand, not that great. Sorcerer Boots, but only 85, though they do have ES already. Wait, is this 2 prefix? It's 2. Never mind. I don't feel like playing with 2 bad prefixes. I guess it's not that bad as long as I get a reroll early. Quality to 20, wrong reroll. Add a suffix, sure. Add a suffix, sure. Remove all, okay. Reroll, sure. Add a prefix mod. That's not good. Yeah, that was a waste of time, unfortunately. 86. 86 boots are generally worth rolling. I'm going to skip here. Upgrade. I do not want to reroll prefixes. And yeah, those are pretty darn solid boots. If I can get rid of that reflect. No, that would be all prefixes now. I guess I have to. I guess that's fine. Upgrade 4. Nope, don't reroll prefixes. Upgrade 3. Upgrade. Do not reroll prefixes. Usable shield. High life, some dex, good res. Suppressed would have been a lot better, though. Skip. Reroll for sure. That's more usable, but let's try again. Much better. Random quality type. I'm going to skip just because quality doesn't help that much, and I only have so many exceptional order artifacts. And I can just take this as is and sell it. That is a totally sellable rate. Oh. Quiver selling. I feel like that's a Rog quiver. Oh yeah, that's the Rug quiver I made earlier. Perfect. That means I can put this one here, put this here, put this here. There we go. Another easy Rog sale. This I'm going to craft minus mana cost and then probably put it up for 70. I think based on the others that have been selling, 70 or 100 is correct for this. I'm going to try 70 though. Minion ring, definitely going to roll that. What else is there? Yep, more space. Exactly. Do not remove suffixes. Upgrade, sure. Reroll is fine. Dex, damage recouped as life is good, but I'd really hope for minion mods. Don't upgrade. Add a prefix is fine. Do not add another prefix. Remove lowest, yes. Add a suffix, yes. Have I just accidentally made an Omni ring on a minion base? Yeah, I've made an Omni ring on a minion base. Okay. Remove, that's fine. Add a prefix mod, that's fine. Ideally, I don't want to fill. Upgrade instead, yes. Stop trying to add a prefix. Reroll. Stop trying to add a prefix mod. Am I going to be able to fix this? No. If I remove this, I don't make it any better. It's better to keep this as is and put it up for sale because accuracy and res are relevant. WED is pretty good. I heard about that, but I'm not sure if it's actually any good, Hawkblade. Yeah, minion builds are typically stat starved, so even if it's not really an Omni Ring, it's pretty useful for minion builds. I think ideally, instead of Recoup, a minion speed or damage mod would have been helpful. Honestly, Recoup's really darn good too. It's just undervalued. So I'm not too upset about that, and minus mana cost is helpful. As for good mods on unset rings, Omni builds like to use them, so attributes. Minion builds like to use them, so attributes. Omni builds like accuracy. Minion builds should like Recoup, but often don't for some reason. Life or ES. Generally, life is preferred to ES. And the prefix for plus to level of socketed gems, because a lot of people stick auras in here. It actually goes up to +3, by the way. Ooh, amethyst ring. Always roll amethyst rings. Didn't make it better. Skip. Upgrade to highest. Skip quality. Okay, I shouldn't have skipped quality. Did I mess this up? Kind of. Yeah, I messed that up. Well, it's okay, though. Item level 86 boots. Reroll suffixes. Well, that's actually really good. God damn it. Okay, fine. I should have taken the reroll there. Okay. Remove all suffixes. Sure. I kind of messed that up. This is another situation, though, where depending on how cheap Exalts or Eldritch currency is, you can always just YOLO out your suffixes and potentially get something okay. Though it's probably not going to be cheap enough to be worth it, I'll still save the base anyway. Nothing else here really looks worth it, so let's reroll. Best way to get the currency to do this, logbooks. Order logbooks. All right, this has everything you'd want in a chess piece. Let's make it even better. Add a prefix mod, sure. Maybe 5-link it? No. All right, I'm just going to keep that. Decent starter chest. 84, too low. 84, too low. Oh, speaking of level 3 to socketed gems, this is a really good item even as is. I will reroll the suffixes, but I'm not going to touch the prefixes at all. You know, I'm honestly just going to keep this. Because at this point, removing the suffixes is more likely to reduce the value than increase the value. As opposed to slapping life on here, maybe slamming a suffix later, if you're feeling spicy. Reroll, fire, intelligence, mana regen. Reroll. Potential Omni ring here, though life regen, not very good for Omni, unfortunately. Yeah, people throw an aura in the socket exactly, Dave. Reroll. Did we get life? No. This is where you YOLO a null. Because if you hit the mana or the low tier lightning damage, it's pretty good. If you hit the regenerate, you can always slam something useful on. Exclusively for early league, no, I don't have a video for that. More broadly, yes. Any tips for making an RF helmet for profit? Are fire mods at Harvest enough? No. You need to be using Essence of Horror, which costs about 15 chaos apiece last I checked, for the socketed gems deal 30% more elemental damage. And the tip that I would have is make sure you have at least 10 divines before you start profit crafting RF helmets. All right. Sure, remove, add. That's good. That's bad. Maybe let's not remove the suffixes. Let's reroll them, yes. Incubator, I kind of just don't want to waste the currency. Not really better. Let's try again. That life is very unfortunate. These in here. Put this in here, even though it's probably junk. Put that there. Craft life. Put that here, because it is a +3 ring. It's 84. That's 84. That's 85. Though decently rolled even as is. Probably not quite good enough, though. Because one thing that I'm not doing as much right now that you would absolutely do late league is craft more weapons. The reason I'm crafting less weapons is weapons are very high variance. You almost never make a mediocre weapon with ROG. You either make straight vendor trash or a 100 divine item. Yes, at this point in the league, it is much more about anything remotely interesting and not worrying too much. Like this has chaos.multi. I know a lot of people are playing Toxic Rain. So this is worth just attempting to get something good on it. And I just want to reroll the prefixes until I get really anything like this. Then I just take it, I corrupt it. If it hits corrupting blood or something, good money. If not, it might still sell because it's got 2 useful mods on it. There are certain items that have thresholds where they get much more valuable. Boots, for example, at 85 for evasion bases or 86 for any base. Bows at 86. Stuff like that you have to watch out for. Reroll prefixes, sure. Reroll prefixes, sure. Add a prefix, sure. Reroll suffix. Accuracy, proj speed, crit chance with bows, okay. T1 life, cool. Don't want to reroll. Modifier values is fine. You know, I'm just going to keep this as is. It's a usable item. Reroll suffixes. No +1 proj here. Add a prefix. T2 cold. Add a prefix. Socketed gems. Remove all suffixes. Add a prefix. T2 fire. Damn it. Damn it all. That doesn't match. I needed socketed bow gems because then someone might use it for explosive arrow. That's probably just junk. Then again, people have bought weirder. On rings, anything that works together, so attributes, resistances, like that. Remove all prefixes, yes. Apply quality, yes. Add a prefix, yes. Skip that. This is something that is an okay Omni ring. Not very good. Probably won't sell for a lot, but usable. Well, no. Explosive arrow, when it had the flat cold +1 socketed. That's why I said instead of a flat fire, it needed to get socketed bow gems. Even though people typically look for lightning due to the ranges, there's not that much of a difference between lightning and cold. The issue is that it hit flat fire. And that's why it now has no real purpose. You know what? This is a weapon that might actually be worth crafting a little bit. Reroll prefixes. That's not good. Upgrade, skip, remove low. What am I doing? No, that's not worth it at that point. As I said, weapons are hard. Int dex. Okay. Good start. Add a prefix modifier. Stop trying to add prefixes. All right, I guess I have to reroll suffixes. Reroll suffixes again. It's definitely getting worse rather than better. Trying to remember if this is some... Oh, yeah. That is something I rolled with ROG. There you go. Another ROG item selling for 40C. Hey, how's it going, Snow? So that is approaching 3 divines in sales. Or sorry, 2 divines, not 3. 2 divines in sales just on stream. All right, int is good. Res is good, but I'm not too attached to this. Let's just see what happens. 2 prefixes, so I don't want to add a third. Remove all. Sure. Reroll suffixes. Sure. That definitely didn't make it better. Reroll prefixes. Good. Add a prefix. That's fine. Quality. Don't add. I don't know. With minus mana cost, it might genuinely still sell because people often need just a random minus mana cost plus some attributes to fix their stuff. Probably won't sell for very much, though. This is the first item that might honestly get to the 9C tab. I'm going to get rid of a blood-soaked medallion, though. Just put it in a 14. Get it in the pool of stuff people might look at. Harbinger bow, not very popular. Compound bow, not very good base. Chaos.multi. If people used those daggers for poison builds, I would be happy about that. Let's try Minion Ring. Minions deal 40% increased damage. Already on the item, T1 minion damage. All right. Sure. Do not remove prefix. God damn it. You know, I'm just going to take this as is. That's a T1 res, T1 minion damage, open prefix for life. Is it good enough? I have no idea. There's a decent chance that it's not. There is also a chance that it is. Suppress is good, but the base is bad. They do seem to dislike me strongly. $86. All right. Let's see if another minion item will be my friend. I don't want to remove, I want to reroll. This minion item also isn't my friend. Though it was just a straight gamble, so, you know, not the best. Huh. Cruel T3 Fire. Okay, let's see if we can do anything interesting here. Dot multi. Upgrade level, upgrade level, upgrade level. I mean, this is merciless with Ellie damage rolls. Add a suffix modifier. Add a suffix modifier. God damn it, those suffixes suck. All right, what I do with that is I save it and see if it works for prefixes can't be changed veiled chaos. It probably doesn't. And then I unveil the base just to see if it hits any good nodes. Or not unveil, but cook. And then probably vendor it. Let's try another minion ring. The prefix here, not bad. Don't try to add a prefix. Reroll suffixes. Upgrade mods. Don't add a prefix. Stop trying to add a prefix. No? Okay. Almost. If that accuracy was something else, it would probably be worth it. Reroll, that's fine. Reroll, that's fine. Fire int cold res. Okay, reroll the fizz again. Add a prefix mod. Not helping. The int is low, so sure, reroll. You win some, you lose some. This is definitely a you lose some. That cold res needed to be something like dex for Omni to consider it. The prefixes, if the suffixes were good enough, could easily be fixed with a Veiled Chaos. That's a throw it in a tab, and it probably never sells. Fire damage, area damage, damage of two-handed weapons. Attributes. Someone may use that. Oh, this already has 30% move speed. So all I care about is the suffixes here. Reroll suffixes. Life regeneration rate. Okay. No, stop trying to reroll the prefixes. God damn it all. Craft life on that. Sell to an RF build. $85 base. I'm not going to spend that currency. Add a suffix is fine. Add a suffix is fine. Selling the mediocre int stacker hubris circlet. There you go. See, all you need is to make consistent mediocre items. Hey, not bad. Yeah, I'm going to put this up for sale here for now. See if anyone offers. I will take one divine. $20, $40, $69. Wait, that's $59. I'm assuming there's a slight stacking issue. Oh, no, never mind. There we go. Oh. I'm confused. Are they not selling it? Am I putting it back up? Let's try again. 20, 40, 60. Okay. We are, in fact, selling it. And with that, I've definitely passed 2 divines in sales. Remember how I said some people just need the minus mana cost? Some people just need the minus mana cost. I shouldn't have allowed that. I should have just sold it. Oh well. Alright, like that. This as minus mana cost. Oh, I should have put life on this too. But I might be out of alks. Yep, I'm out of alks. So for now, I don't get to put more stuff up for sale, but I can put things in the tabs. The goal of ROG is always sell fast. Remove a single lowest, sure. Upgrade, sure. Add a prefix, no. Reroll modifier values, and that's impressively bad. Wow, that's straight trash. Fire damage, not the best, but definitely usable. Nope, don't want to add a prefix. Reroll prefixes, okay. That paid off. That very much paid off. No, I'm not going to reroll again. Remove the lowest. Oh, interesting. I would have expected to remove a T6 fire res. All right, and replace it with Dex. That will sell for at least another 10C, my bet is. We've got life on it already. So if we upgrade, don't add a prefix. Reroll suffixes, sure, reroll suffixes. Stop trying to add a prefix. Quality type, sure. Maybe it hits res. Nope, it hits speed. Compound bow, not a good enough base. Damage over time, cold damage, lightning damage, crit multi with elemental skills. I just take that as is and vol it. This is extra chaos. There are some builds that use this. Oh. So those gloves are selling for 1 divine. Again, potentially could have gotten more money out of it if I held on for a while, but it is 1 divine, or in this case, 135Z, that I would not have had. And early on, just going fast and getting sales is absolutely the way to go. So we're now up to 3 divines in sales just during the stream. And at most, this ROG stuff cost me 2. Probably less. And sure, there's time invested. I've spent almost 2 hours here. That said, I would be going much, much faster if I wasn't trying to educate people. And so it's really hard to measure the time value for doing something like this. I'd have to do it off stream to test that and just go boom, 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 boom as fast as possible. 85 base with movement speed already. No, don't reroll the prefixes. Upgrade. Now we have 30%. Now we focus on the suffixes as much as possible. All right, I was forced to add a prefix there, but I could always try to annul. I don't think this is worth annulling. That's kind of just... no, it's probably worth annulling still. That's almost good enough. Not quite. And yeah, if you're used to trade messages, I would imagine hearing me get several is a little bit unnerving. Nothing really here. Fire arrow quiver. Terrible quiver base. 86 boots. Let's go. I don't want to remove prefixes. Sure, I'll remove the lowest. Add a suffix. Sure, reroll prefixes. 35% move speed. Hell yes. Craft life on that? You've got 35% move speed, chaos res, cold res dex. Those might still be worth around a divine. Good question, Dave. I'll be honest with you, I have no idea. Yep, and that's why I'm doing these educational ROG streams, so that hopefully people can get more knowledge on how to craft with him. Those suffixes are okay. I definitely made them better now. Reroll over that. Try to get suppress. Nope. Bricked it. Being a little too greedy there. Fire damage over time, maximum life area damage. Okay. The game didn't want to roll anything on it. That's fine. I'll just use it as is. 2 prefixes, 3 suffixes. Quality type. Do not reroll. Okay, I have to fill all empty. Reroll suffixes. Fire lightning accuracy. Upgrade. I don't know. Toss it up, see if a CI build likes it. Yep, exactly, Dave. I level 86 shield with life on... Those are interesting suffixes. Oh, it doesn't want me to keep them. Whatever. I'm keeping them. I'm crafting life on it, and who knows if anyone buys that. Interesting mods are often a good choice to keep. All right. No, don't remove. This is fine as is. What do you mean, game? Why would I ruin a perfectly good item? Crystal Belt. I definitely want ES here. Or T2 armor. It's giving me everything but ES, but that's okay. Sure, quality type. Didn't get to interact with suffixes, which is unfortunate. I was hoping to be offered some sort of suffix interaction, possibly reroll multiple times. $85, it's already got some suppress on it. Quality to 20. I would rather not add a prefix here. I will add a suffix. I will not remove all prefixes. Probably not very good. $84. Is that... Whoops. Wrong button. That is not hybrid. It's got T1 attack speed, though. So let's see what I can do with these. Note, I want to keep the attack speed. Yes. Upgrade. Wait, it is hybrid. I'm blind. I reroll with prefixes. Big gamble here. But I don't think I get anything good unless I do it. So at that point, my option is to ideally annul. I don't think that sells for anything. I'll put it in a tab, though. Not going to waste that currency. Definitely add a suffix. Add a suffix. Upgrade. Reroll prefixes. Remove lowest 2. Yes, that clears up a prefix. Do not add a prefix. I don't know. Prefix to suffix might save that. Definitely not doing as well on a couple of these as I'd hoped. That's okay, though. You win some, you lose some, as they say. That needs to be annulled, so that goes in here. This I have no idea what to do with. I'm just going to put it in a tab and forget it exists. This I just need more alks for it. That I just craft on. This I just craft on. This I sell as is. Yeah, exactly. When you are lucky, you are very lucky, and they pay out disproportionately. But most of the time, you're just going to brick the weapon. Okay, I need to craft life on that, so that'll save. All of these get minus mana cost and then go in various tabs. And in terms of selling stuff crafted with ROG, these are just the things I'm selling on stream are just the tip of the iceberg. Way more will sell off stream. Pretty good prefixes, especially if yes. All right, suffixes reroll didn't get better. God damn it. All right, fine. Nope. Item bricked. 30% move speed already. So if I can fix this up, adding a prefix is fine. Reroll suffixes. I got suppress. Okay. Ha. Upgrade life. This is why you take the risk. Because that is a damn good pair of boots now. 84 is too low. What about this ring? Reroll prefixes, sure. Add a prefix. Working with 2 prefixes is fine. Upgrade mods, reroll. T1 life, good. Now, give me good suffixes? No? Okay. I guess I'll just see if this sells with mediocre suffixes. Crit multi with fire, attack speed with 2-hand. I kind of like that. Honestly, I kind of like that as is. $84. Nope, not quite good enough. 86. This could be big money. We roll suffixes, dex, and res. Add a prefix, yes. Upgrade 4, add a prefix. I need to fish for movement speed. Didn't hit movement speed. Unfortunate. Can always try and annul, though. This has suppress on it. And life regeneration rate. Okay. Remove lowest 2. Fill all empty. Big YOLO. YOLO did not pay off. Reroll prefixes. Reroll prefixes again. Do not remove suffixes. Remove lowest suffix. Replace lowest suffix. I can always Eldritch Annul or just straight annul that later. Ooh, level of socketed bow gems. Not a good base, but if I hit anything useful on it. Add a suffix. Okay, let's try rerolling prefixes. Do not want to remove them. Upgrade, yes. Reroll suffixes. At that point, sure. Not good enough as is. Nope. Again, big risk crafting weapons. As for Crucible and Rog profitability, probably not much, just because of how annoying it is to get a good weapon tree. Definitely doesn't hurt, though. Do I keep this? Yeah, I keep this. Upgrade mod, upgrade mod. Remove the 2 lowest. Do not remove all prefixes. Reroll suffixes. Add a suffix. Reroll is fine. Honestly, I just keep this as is. Craft life on it and sell it. Amethyst rings, like I mentioned earlier, always good. I want to keep modifiers on this if possible. Upgrade to highest tier. It hit the worst possible thing. I'm upgrading junk. Nice. This is just going to be a junk ring, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm running out of the most important currency. The crafting session is rapidly coming to a close. Do not remove all suffixes. Reroll prefix, sure. Add a prefix, sure. Upgrade, try to hit the chaos res. Do not add another prefix. Reroll, try to hit life or wed. Hit wed. Good. Don't reroll. Ideally, I would have wanted to get rid of a fire res, but I think that's a take as is. Quiver. Good base. Reroll. Fill all empty mods. Don't remove. Upgrade mods, yes. Do I reroll these suffixes? These suffixes are pretty good. Ideally, I want to reroll the prefixes. $84 has move speed, but Unfortunately, I can't buy more because I need to save that currency for when I do Sun Logbooks. Has move speed, is eye level 86. This is a good thing to explore. Don't remove. Add a suffix. Do not reroll that. Okay, fill empty mods. Even if it hits, that's not good enough. I'm going to save that as a base, though. That's better as something I throw essences at this point than what it has on it, unfortunately. Well, now, if it had hit a good suffix instead of a stun block, maybe if I annulled the stun block. It's the 84. Another ring. Upgrade mods. Reroll prefix. Fill all. Sure, let's fill all empty here. This isn't very good as is. Upgrade to highest, not good enough. I'm running low on the currency. Reroll prefixes. You know, it's not great, but it is an ES ring. So I'm going to keep it. $20.35. And that jewel is selling to, it looks like, a Doom Blast player. See what goes where. This goes here. This is really good as is. And it goes, honestly, probably here for now. That's not as good. Probably needs an annul, but it'll go here for now. That's good enough as is. That needs minus mana cost. Oh. No, I did not want to be in here. I clicked the portal by mistake. What do I even do with this? I guess just craft life on it later. Those are all the later problems. Attack speed and dex, or strength and dex, attack speed of axes, crit multi. I just want to add a mod here. Cool. Increased life is good. Minion damage is good. This is fine as is. Okay, now it's even better. That's a really good minion jewel. I know minions often like searching eye jewels, for example, but okay. Wait. I feel like someone's going to try to crash my game. Yeah. Awesome jewel. I'm going to be honest. I think that is the first item that gets its own price. I'm going to put that up for 5 divines and see if anyone buys it. Probably not, but this early, I think 5 divines is worth the risk, and it's going to hold its value enough that I can always reprice it later. Huh. Normally, I wouldn't roll on something this low item level, but it kind of just has everything it already needs. Okay, fine. Remove the prefixes, add back, add back. It's dead. I was not very invested in that. Sork boots. Again, kind of has... Oh, I'm out of currency. All right, well, that is the end of the happy fun times crafting with Rog. The stream's been going on for almost exactly 2 hours with, I forget exactly how much, but let's just say 2 divines spent. It was probably less. It was probably somewhere a little over 1. But with 2 divines spent, roughly 4 divines back in the time it took me to craft this stuff, and a ton of things that will still sell, including a jewel that, even if it doesn't sell for 5, is probably going to sell for 2 or 3. So if you enjoy crafting and you want to learn how to craft more in Path of Exile, be sure to leave a like and let me know down in the comments that you want to see more Rog crafting streams, because if this is something people want to see more of, I would be happy to do more. I am not going to do the annuls on stream because I'm going to spend a lot of time researching prices, which is really long and boring and I don't think makes for good content. I guess I could do an example. If there's just I annul it and I throw it out, that I could do. But many of the Eldritch things, I really need to research more. Where was the... Oh, here. This one. I can do this one, because I have annulls. If it hits with stun block, good. If it hits the armor and evasion, good. If it hits the armor and evasion stun block, good. Cool. And so now I would craft life on this and throw it up in a cheap tab. Is there anything else that's kind of it in terms of the I don't have to think about it stuff. Because some of these, like these boots here, I have to see if it's worth re-rolling the prefixes entirely. And if I had the Eldritch currency, I would do it on stream, but I don't, sadly. Also, I'd need to check to see if it's actually worth re-rolling those or not. Yeah, thank you to everyone who tuned in. I hope you enjoyed. Do be sure to get subscribed, though, because if I do more ROG streams, the best way to not miss them is to be subscribed. And with that said, thanks. I'll see you later. Good luck on your league start. Good luck in your crafting. Hopefully you learned something today. And remember, ROG is the best Kalguuran.